Time and time again, we witness corporations, institutions, and people being held to a different standard of laws than the general public. Some would argue that these corporations, institutions, and people are in fact above the law. This can be documented most recently with the U.S. Department of Justice decision not to hold Wall Street accountable and prosecute the London-based bank HSBC, or its executives or its employees for laundering drug cartel money. A recent report prepared by the Republican staff of the Committee on Financial Services states that the Department of Justice and the Department of Treasury both had long-standing efforts to impede the committee's investigation into HSBC and appears to constitute contempt and obstruction of Congress. The report also concluded that former Attorney General Eric Holder had misled Congress concerning the DOJ's reasons for not prosecuting HSBC. Now, HSBC has a very interesting history. In addition to laundering money for the drug cartels, the London-based bank played a role in laundering money for known terrorists for years and can even be linked to 9/11. Now, earlier this year, HSBC wanted to relocate from London to evade taxes. So they decided to hire none other than Henry Kissinger and Condoleezza Rice as advisors. Now, currently sitting on the board of directors at HSBC is former MI5 chief Jonathan Evans. Even more interesting is a former board member of HSBC, who is the current FBI director, James Comey. Now, HSBC is a sponsor of the Clinton Foundations. Now, by contributing to the Clinton Foundations financially, HSBC has essentially supported her presidential campaign. So it really should come as no surprise to anyone that FBI Director Comey recommended that no charges be filed against former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, current presidential candidate, for storing and transferring top-secret classified information on multiple private unsecured email servers.
Did Hillary Clinton lie?
To the FBI? We have no basis to conclude she lied to the FBI.
Did she lie to the public?
That's a question I'm not qualified to answer. I can speak about what she said to the FBI.
Did Hillary Clinton lie under oath?
Not to the FBI, not in a case we're working.
Did you personally interview the secretary on Saturday morning?
I didn't personally, no.
And how many agents did?
I think we had 5 or 6 in the...
Did you talk to all of those agents after the interview?
I did not speak to all of them, no.
Did she testify or talk to them under oath?
No.
She did not. Well, that's a problem. But
no, it's still a crime to lie to us.
I know it is. Do you have a transcript of that?
No, we don't record our...
Now, just before this recommendation, Attorney General Loretta Lynch had a private meeting with former President Bill Clinton on her private jet on the tarmac in Phoenix at the airport.
Now, you've known President Clinton for a long time. He's the one who nominated you and appointed you to U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District in 1999.
Now, it is interesting to note that Lynch was a partner in the Washington law firm Hogan and Hartson, which prepared tax returns for the Clinton crime family. According to the New York Post, FBI agents believe that an inside deal was struck between Bill Clinton and Attorney General Loretta Lynch to keep Hillary Clinton free of indictment. Now, considering the severe retaliation from the Obama administration against whistleblowers and those who speak out, those agents spoke out anonymously. So this raises big-time questions. How can anyone hold any faith whatsoever in the American justice system when the heads of these agencies conducting these investigations are extensions of the institutions they are supposed to be investigating?
But the issue is, how does it impact the work that I do and the work that the Department of Justice does? And I certainly wouldn't do it again.
This goes way beyond a conflict of interest. How can the Department of Justice and the FBI be expected to conduct a non-biased professional investigation knowing the extent of this extremely incestuous relationship between HSBC, the Department of Justice, the FBI, and the Clintons? Now just imagine the level of corruption that we already know about multiplied exponentially with the possibility of the Clintons regaining the White House. This is just one of the many examples of the revolving door between governments, corporations, and banks, the ruling elite and their political puppets.